Did it, which is not the best, but it's okay. So let's see. I probably want to recreate this then. Let's see. This course is designed to help you learn how to create an Axum API web server. It's expected that you have at least a small amount of REST knowledge and know the basics. This means having read through the first N chapters of the book. So I think we decided that it was like the first 10 chapters, because that pretty much gets you to all the things. While it's helpful if you have worked with API web servers like Express or Flask, it is not necessary. If you're unsure if this course is right for you, please reach out on Discord or on one of the streams, and we'll do our best to help you make an informed decision. Okay, so that works. But I apparently need to go grab the source code for this article, and because I don't have the ability to edit in the LMS yet, because that wasn't part of MVP. So it's article content. This is titled Axum Course Prerequisites. There it is. Where do I want to put this? Probably, I think, put under just 2, rewriting again. Okay, so then you're gonna change. I need to go find the URL for this video. Okay, Axum prerequisites. Okay, so I found that. I want get shareable link. Is that? No, that's not it. Oh, I think I have to click into it and get the embed. All right, where's that? Share, embed, copy that, and just then I can just literally put this in here. Okay, so now when I refresh, I mean, okay, subtly better, but still not the best. I should probably at some point in time create thumbnails for these. I just need to figure out what kind of art I want for that. But okay, so we have Axum prerequisites. So okay, trailer prerequisites, set up VS Code. So I put this same one into the what is it called? This same article got put into the SQLX course, and it seems to be fine. So we're good to go here. And then we start in the real stuff. So working with JSON and Rust. So this is also something that doesn't need anything in here. Okay, and then I have an old plan. I have no idea. We need to double check all of these things. Okay, trailer. We kind of have that, right? It needs to be recorded. I don't want to record that until later, so I'm just gonna leave that up there. Prerequisites. We have that, so we're good to go. So I kind of want give you a border. You're still you're needed. You're done. Stamp VS Code, you're done. We have you're down here. I don't need you to be down there. So let's do up before setting up VS Code. Okay, so now we have you. Ooh, and that's not great. We need to fix that. Dub. Hello. How are you doing today? Oh, and it's a link to Adobe.com Express Create Thumbnail YouTube. Ooh, let's check this out. But how's your Monday been? It's a thumbnail maker. Kinda. I don't have Adobe Express, so I'd have to buy it, right? Oh, no, for free. Wait, is Express free now? I remember back in the days when it was like the cheaper version of Photoshop or whatever the other one was, and it was like $90 or something. And I kept on buying them year after year and then never using them, which is like standard for a lot of these things, I feel. Banzi, hello. How are you doing? Create now button. Okay. Okay. In my brain, I saw this sort of tabbed in, centered, and for some reason my brain thought that this is one of those like embedded advertisements that you see in like a lot of like the download sites or something that like trying to trick you into downloading things. And so because it follows that sort of pattern, I immediately just it wiped from my brain. Like I didn't even see it. Okay, yeah. Well, this is going to an Adobe Spark post. Okay, let's try it. Oh, I have to have an Adobe account? Okay. I have an Adobe account at some point in time. I don't want to log in right now. Okay, I will put this into my to-do. Hold on. Can I open this up? Cool. Okay. I can. Oh, I could add in just a note here. Let's check out. So what is this? Let me. Gmail is an adult. They'll leak your data anyways. Yeah, that seems to be true, doesn't it? Okay, so we're gonna check out that. for creating thumbnails. So I do have not a subscription. I've been thinking about getting a subscription to Figma, because they seem to have a really good thumbnail generator too. Although it's more of a good tool for creating thumbnails. You still have to be like artistically capable of doing something like that, and that's where I stare at it. I'm like, what do I want it to be? And I'm like, I don't know, blank slate and all. How about white with a just tiny script that says course? And yeah, it ends up not being that good. Let's see. But I'll take a look at theirs. Maybe they have some good templates or something. All right. In the meantime, come back to this. Let's see. I need to go find. Okay, so not prerequisites now. Now I want to find. This is. Wait, what was this? No, it's not prerequisites anymore. Now I'm looking at the cheating one. Okay, I want to view there. Ooh, wait. Oh, I think I must have done this and then forgot to upload it or make the change. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so I made a change there. Then I need to go find. There you are. I did not do this correct. Do we have cheating in here? Okay. I accidentally updated the database, so now I have to grab it off here. Let's do this again. And let's see, back to you, grab that code again. Okay, you should be fine. Okay, that's a good auto thumbnail, Google. Good choice. Okay, so we have a note on cheating. I also don't know why I must have like at some point in time accidentally rotated this and then I forgot how to do it, so I didn't ever rotate it back. That's cool. And I have no idea what I did to make that happen. Like hold. No, none of the keys do it. That thumbnail is me being asked what I really did yesterday during the daily stand-up. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. It's like, wait, I was supposed to be working yesterday? Oh no. Okay. Next up. All right, so this doesn't really have the order of these things, and it probably would be a good idea for me to create an order. of operations for them. Also, I should probably make a note of like what things I want to do still and like keep them in here. So trailer, like, okay, so we have the trailer. Okay, so I'm just gonna say like everything that's invisible background or like yeah, invisible background with a border around it is done. So logging with tracing. Logging in axum apps using tracing. Okay. That can be updated too. Wait, nope, embed. So let's see. Yeah, login. Okay, there you go. Login. All right, much better. Okay, so everything looks fine here. Good, good, good. Cargo watch. That's automatically restart your code after saving. So that'd be cargo watch. I put the video down here on this one. Okay, I want at least it's the right video link, like the type of link. But I think I do like the idea of putting them at the top, just sort of like we have with all of these. We're just gonna start doing that. So so what is it? Restart your code. Here's your video. Let's put that there. Ooh, okay, what is this? Oh, cargo watch. That's what it starts with. There you go. At least okay, so below the introduction if I have one. That's fine. Okay, so that's cargo watch. Working with JSON is next. Now do I care about order? Logging should come later, definitely. Cargo watch should come before. Okay, so here, where's my, oh, cargo watch. Where are you? Oh, here. Yeah, we'll do this after setting up VS Code. Working with JSON is next. Okay, so here's working with JSON, and I need to move you above the objectives video. Okay, this starts with working with JSON. Okay, there we go. I am really upset here. That's fun. If the quality was a little bit better, I could almost use those as like pog faces, because like then it's actually coming from the video for real. Okay, so you're good to go. Oh, and then working with JSON. So I think that's okay with where that is right now, at least after automatically restart your code. Okay. Setting up a Rust workspace. Oh yeah, so workspaces in Rust. And then I do have a what do we call that? A assessment for that. Oh yeah, which is right here. So we have setting up a Rust workspace. Ooh, that's the only one here. Do I have... I don't have a Rust workspace. We have a workspace assessment, but I don't have a Rust workspace lesson. I thought... Okay. Yeah, I have this. Oh, this was an uploading. I haven't uploaded it. Okay, which means do I have access to the video? Where did I put the video? Oh, Rust Workspaces. Okay, there you are. So yeah, I didn't upload it to what is it called? YouTube, but we can fix that very shortly. Let's open up Firefox. It's on my Windows computer, so I am going to start the upload process up there. Kiwi from Earth, hello. How are you doing today? What is Axum? Axum is a backend framework, so like JSON framework, CRUD framework, like basically any kind of like Express type framework. So if you're used to like Express or Flask or something like that, it's similar to that, except you write in Rust. It's really fast, and it's fairly easy to work with, and it works really well with Tokyo. So if you're familiar with any of the Rust sort of async runtimes, especially Tokyo, then you're right at home with it. And I like it a lot. create, upload videos. Let's upload. Let me just get all of these going, because apparently I have a bunch of them. And let's see, Rust Workspaces is the first one being uploaded, which is perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. So now I should be able to go. It won't be live yet, but that's okay. Okay, so here's Rust Workspaces. I need to edit you. So this will be playlist. Okay, there's going to be the LMS course videos playlist, which is hidden. Everything else about it is okay. Turn off monetization. Yeah. Don't have a music in it. Check should be fine. Unlisted, fine. Take me to the page. Share, embed, copy. It's not going to be happy yet, but that's okay. All right, and back to you. And okay, I don't think we had the course in here at all, right? So we are going to add the create the article. So this is gonna be Rust Workspaces. And let's put this, okay, so we had working with JSON and Rust. I think after that is fine here. So you go there. So here's our Rust Workspaces. You'll show up once you're ready to watch. And then the rest of it is here. Okay, awesome. Okay, so you're good. Next up, we have an assessment for the workspace. So that would be this one right here, right? Workspace assessment. So we have the assessment repo. So it links to that. Skills grading rubric, and it tells you what to do. So I think this is fine. It's using that template that I have. So I think it's good. And then the assessment itself, we ran through it ourselves, and it has the solution branch in there. So I think we should be good to go. And there's not necessarily, yeah, just let us know in Discord right now. I don't have like a better way of seeing that. We have no automated checks yet. That is something I do definitely want to add in. Workspace assessment should come right after Rust Workspaces. I should make, okay, some things I want to do. All right, I want to add link to change articles from course page. I guess like change course articles. From the course page, okay. And then I also want to, what's the, make alert banner auto disappear after some time. My initial thought was it would be nice to like have it be there for myself forever, in case I miss it, but that's it ends up being more annoying than I actually want it to be. Okay, so workspace assessment there. We can now go and see there. Okay, perfect. So you are good. Routing stuff. Okay. So a router. Well, I guess looking at this more, okay, so workspace assessment, handling errors in axum. What does this look like? I want to move the video. But besides that, I think it's fine. Handling errors. There you go. Okay. I'm putting that, I mean, definitely after workspace assessment. I might want to even like farther down, but at least that's a correct. I guess like as I do them, I'll just move them into the correct order. So I should probably, oh, interesting. Okay, so when I had hit command, that didn't open up a new tab. That's, oh, interesting. I wonder what I need to do, because like that works. Okay, so you're fine there. Next up, handling errors in Axum, logging in Axum apps using tracing. I feel like this might be better to move up a little bit. It's like how to log. We probably want to log like right when we're in Axum before we start doing like big error type things. That's like probably better location for it. Okay, so log in Axum. Okay, this looks fine. This looks good. So what is this? This is logging in logging. So that's probably not routing. Where? Wait, did I put it into routing? Oh, it's right here. Huh, I already looked at that. I don't know why I looked at it again. Okay, well, you're fine. Handling errors in axum, we did that already. Custom status codes in axum. Okay. That... Custom status codes. So, oh, custom success. Custom error. I think this was both of them. Okay, describe what the HTTP status codes are, describe the meaning behind different status codes, respond to a request status code, respond to a request with both status code and data, and then a custom status code. So it's actually all of the above. And we have that. Okay, so standard status code. And then custom status codes. Okay, so this is custom success then. And then custom error is that one that we did. Okay. So handling errors, custom status codes there. Okay, we got those two. Opus Bopus, hello. How are you doing today? Handling JSON in axum. Oh, so there's working with JSON in Rust, and then there's handling JSON in axum because that's its own thing. Ooh, should I do? I feel like custom status code should come before handling errors because like this needs to be, I need to be able to do custom stuff in there as part of that. So we're going to move this above there. Okay, so custom status codes, handling errors, but then handling JSON probably needs to come before even custom status codes because I think part of this, we have JSON that we might return with. So JSON and axum. So, okay, routing type stuff. Let's do this before even custom status codes. And then this will be all the stuff that's in here already. So handling JSON. Okay, so what JSON is, getting all that stuff. Okay. This is all good. Okay, and then this is you. So we can do we take in JSON and we can respond with JSON. So then here we have our hello world. Now, do I have... All of you are SQLX stuff. Okay. So hello world. Okay, axum hello world, here you are. That is taking a surprising amount of time for it to move from draft to like actually fully uploaded. Oops, something went wrong. Okay. That's fun. Okay, where's my axum? There you are. Okay, axum hello world. We view you on YouTube. Get the embed link. All right, so I probably want, I guess I can go back. I probably just want to, I'll just do this every time. Okay, so this is going to be axum, do hello world with axum. So now you show up in here. So here's our hello world with axum. So I can move it over here, and you need to show up after. Oh, do I want logging? Yeah. Okay. After logging. Oh, but no. It needs to be even before logging. It's like a basic hello world. That's going to be as close as we can get with this. So probably there. Okay, so here's our hello world. Get everything set up and going. Okay, so we're happy there. Okay, so that's good to go. Path variables. All right, so here's, nope, that's not it. This is it. There is the link for that. Okay, path variables and axum. Let's add this in. So this will have to be after a hello world. Maybe then we just do login right then. And then we could handle JSON. I don't think it matters the order really, but it should probably be before custom status codes. So in there. Path variables and axum. Okay, and you look good. Query parameters, or yeah, query parameters. Okay, so query parameters and axum. You can come after path variables, and it's fine to come before that. All right, so here's query parameters, and you look fine. Okay. But okay. Ooh, we have their Hello World assessment. I completely forgot about that. We should, okay, so we should do that. Do I have an assessment here for that? I don't have an assessment for you, which means we need to create it. So this will be first in a while. So let's see. We need to. I kind of want to reorganize this this folder structure, anyways. So I'm not super keen on following like everything. Everything that I had in here was like good at one point in time, but now it's kind of getting in the way, and I'm not super thrilled with it. I kind of want to just take like just do axum. And then we'll just sort of like work in there. Maybe instead of axum, we can have like just a big pile and then done. And or maybe just a big pile. Maybe that's all I need. Oh, I'm already ticked in there. So then I want to. So our assessment template, and this is going to be axum hello world assessment. All right, so I want to say that I have the assessment somewhere. Yep, here it is, axum hello world. Introduction to the assessment. Okay, so we change you. You're gonna be check your understanding of axum so far. All right, what skills do we have here? I mean, I guess like routing. So I don't think you set up a new project in this. I think, yeah, refactor the Hello World application. Oh, yeah, okay. So really, it's going to be this. So skills. Let's see. Basic axum architecture. I mean, there's not really much, I guess, like routing. So router. That's pretty much it. Like, we'll just do axum architecture and router. To pass the assessment, you will need to do the following. Okay, so to do the following for this one, we set up refactor the application so that it has a better architecture. Not all code is in main.rs. Let's see. Code is formatted. So I guess like server still returns the hello world. With the server running, okay, the test can be run with the command cargo test. Okay, so then we have to do all that stuff, and that's fine. And then we have a what is it called? We have a solutions branch too. That's good. That's good. Now I don't think I had anything in here, right? That would have been, yeah, if I already had this in here, I would have probably should have just used it, but okay. This is gonna be axum hello world assessment. Okay, then you're gonna go in right after hello world with axum. Okay, that looks good. Oh, that's fun. All these are up. So, oh, we can do our JSON response assessment first, next. Now you have the blue check mark. That means the assessment was created. Oh, but we never did an article. So, okay, that's next. So what is this? Axum JSON response. All right, so this assessment is testing your ability to take in, so receive JSON from the, okay, so your ability to receive JSON from the something, I guess from the client, from the request, and mirror. Is it mirrored out? No, it's not. Okay, hold on. Hold on. That's not what I do here. You read from a file and then you return. Oh, okay. So hold on. This has been to okay, to convert a stringified JSON object to a Rust object, and then return it to the client. Well, that's fun. Twitch just reloaded my my dashboard. Okay, so that's all good. Okay, so turn to the client. Skill. So this is gonna be, let's see, what skills do you need here? So you need reading a file from reading a file. Using Serde to convert a string to an object. Responding with JSON. All right, so in here, all right, so this seems wrong. I don't believe the server is still to return hello world. I bet that's incorrect. But we can run it. I believe we still have that one. What is that? This is JSON assessment. Okay, so if I start, wait, do I even need to start the server? Okay, so we're up to date on this one. So if I cargo test you, you did not work. Do you need to be running for this? Oh, that's fun. Okay, so what am I? We have our favorite languages there. Correct response, panicked at test assessment line 6. Okay, so request get. Okay, so just do a request to get that. And then it should be, I want these out. Okay. I want it over there. Down. Okay, so thread correct response. So that would be this one right here. Panicked at test assessment line 6, which is right here. Result unwrap on an error value. Oh, okay. So we got an error here, which then is end of file while parsing a value line 1 column 0. Which means that it failed to load it from inside the main file. I think that's what it means. We could run this. This is a get to localhost 3000. So I could just run a curl. Oh, and that gives it to me. Oh, so it's working. What? Okay, so it's working and the tests are broken. Oh, that's fun. Okay, so response get to this thing. So I'm using request get to localhost 3000. When I did that with a curl, I get the stuff back out correctly. Which means, let's see, is this unwrap? Response.json. Okay, so I want to extract the JSON and make it a vec of popular language like this. And so I see these, okay, so it's a vector, so it's an array of object that has name, string, and then popularity in F32, that looks right. So it's a bunch of those. Why are you unhappy? End of file while parsing a value, line 1, column 0. Now we have serialize and deserialize on this, and it's supposed to be grabbing it out. Wait, unwrap, okay. The thing that threw me through a loop is the fact that the curl worked. I was expecting that to fail with like maybe a slightly better error message, but the fact that that worked and then the test didn't, that's what gets weird. Can I get the contents of this first? It's like let So let's see, text. Gets the full response text, which will cause everything else to sort of fail. We'll await. Okay, so if I run this, so it's an empty string when I try to do text. Can I get the body? What can I get? Okay, try to deserialize the response body. I guess I could get bytes out. Okay, well, let's try. Ooh, what was I using? It's been too long. What were we using as the HTTP tester thing? We've not been using Postman, and we stopped using Thunder Client. We weren't using the PAW or whatever it became. It was something else, which I forgot what it's called. It's not like a. Is it something like? I can't. Okay, fine. I'm gonna search for. Just open up applications and I'll just look through the list. Insomnia. I knew it was something to do with sleep. My brain was going to like dream, sleep, something like that. I was like, that can't be it. Okay. Oh, it updated version 8 now. Okay. Sure. Go ahead. Okay. Just local. They're trying to force you to log in. They're switching to cloud stuff. Every single one of these wants you to do cloud. I can work locally with one collection. Otherwise, I need to create an account. Every single one of these has been like doing more and more like, okay, time to do that, which sucks. Okay, so I want to new HTTP request. Oh, that's like impossible to read. We're going to do get HTTP localhost 3000. We get this out. What are your headers? Okay, so we got application JSON. We've got a content length. So all that looks right. We have a vector. Okay, so that could be a vector. of all of that. That's fine. Can I look at like the raw? The raw data. Can I tell it to turn into a string? I'm just, why does it, why is this upset? So a vec of popular language. That seems right. Let's try this again. So we're going to do get the JSON. Want this to be a vec of popular language. We'll say you should be equal to an empty vector. Yeah, we're getting this end of file error. So a request error, source error, end of file while parsing a value. Which is still line 6. That's this line right here. So it's with that await unwrap. Part of the decode. End of file while parsing a value. I don't see any weird. Okay, I'm not seeing any. Let's take you and double check that you're. That's fine. Okay, this JSON is valid, so it's not like it's giving me bad JSON. Huh. So, like, the server is working, my test is broken. Come on, why you do this? Response to JSON, attempt to get out and grab that. Can I grab the string from the body? How do I get that in the response? No, it's not this one. It's request. Do you, okay, let's first check. This is 11.22. What version do we have here? We have 11.18. So we could just try 22. Okay, didn't really think that was going to fix it, but it's nice to just double check. Okay, so let's see. So you get the thing, await, JSON. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm worried that like something updated with like my operating system or some other library updated. We've also updated Rust since then, and maybe like there's something that changed it. We could try to Google the error and see if that hits it. Maybe that's a good idea. I could ask find. I've been playing around with Olama, and I noticed that the find model. So if you go to the find AI, they have this find model here. That is the same model. If you go to olama.ai, that is the same model as this. And the real big difference here between you running this locally, which this is nice because you can run it on your own system without an internet connection, and it uses the 32B, which is really, really nice. It's supposed to be better than ChatGPT 4 on both performance and quality, theoretically. Now the one here runs without internet connection, so it doesn't like do any checking. The one here will do a internet search on Bing, I think, and then pass in the top results to the AI, which then responds on it. So that's a nice thing. And then this is free. Like you just use this as often as you want. The actual ChatGPT 4 you have to, pay for. And then I guess like there's things where you can pay for this for other things too, but it's nice. So let's see. Let's just do Rust request JSON error. Let's see if it figures that out. Yes, this is trying to get the text, and did I await it? I did. Okay, so we get the response, so we do the get, we await, unwrap that, and then we try to get the JSON from that. So now the text, is that supposed to get us the body? Get their full response text. Okay. So if you're working, our header's coming back. Did I like somehow do this wrong? Application JSON, that seems right. Oh, did I do two? Also, hello Stacking. How are you doing today? So let's see. We have, yeah, so we get request get, and then we await unwrap that, and then I take the result of that and I get the JSON out of it, and then we wait, unwrap that. That should be right. That should be fine. Let's try. Let's get the headers. Can I just get a default header map? Oh, well, look at that. We only have a content length of 0 coming back. I'm responding with JSON. That's supposed to set the content type. Is getting the headers like really getting what I think? You get the headers, okay. Okay, so let's like walk through this. So if I do a get, and that gives us a response. Okay, so we get the response, and then I want, okay, get the headers of the response, which that gives me this header map. It's a multi-map of the header name values. I want to get, we could do get all, and that gives me a get all. Contains key. Keys. Oh man, values, okay. It feels strange. Okay, hold on. What was curl showing? Curl is like the most basic thing that we could possibly do, right? So let's curl again. Can I show the headers? So if I do curl of that, any, okay, no, it's not. Write the received protocol headers to the specified file. There's dump header. That might work. We could try that. Oh, do I have to do dump header after everything? Was it dash capital D? Dump header. Oh, dump header file name. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. Dump header. Just go to headers. Look at that. Content type is in here. So it actually is sending out content type, application JSON. Okay. Why does request not get that header out? Why does it not think that it's application JSON? That feels weird. So stacking, did you, okay, so I think it was that the two awaits were fine, right? Or was I supposed to do another set of awaits? I don't think so, right? So we use request to get HP localhost 3000. We await, get that out. We have headers. If you're a better man, you would guess aliens. But I guess like if you're not a better man, then what do we guess? If we can't get, if aliens are off the table, solar flares. Look at the example again. I need to see it. Like this one here or this one. Let's go back to, let's get JSON. Here, let's go back to get. So starting with get, we get a result response. So we have a result response, right? So await, unwrap, that gets us the response. Off of response, we can get, I want to be able to get JSON. JSON here, which gives me this result T. Available on create feature JSON only, which request version that features JSON. Okay, I have the JSON feature enabled. So response JSON, and then I want to say, hey, you're a vec of the popular language, which is down here. And then await unwrap, and it says, hey, it's this weird undef file. As if there's nothing in the body. Which kind of sucks. Example of text. Okay, we can go take a look at example of text. Yeah, okay, so we do the get, await, handle result, text, await, handle result. And so here we have get, await, handle result, JSON, await, handle result. Someone would think that that would be equivalent there, right? I mean, it should be. And now can I just debug this out? Oh wait, no, it's we're just gonna do the assert equal. I can give a default to this. So JSON response, and then it's going to be, oh, it'll be an empty vec. That'll be fine. Okay. End a file while parsing the value. Okay, let's try this again. Let's see if we could find like a blog post or something that like handles all of that. I probably should have given it the error message. I think I forgot to. I mentioned that the first request response is 62 megabytes. I did not. Thank you, AI. That's really good. Yeah, okay. So AI is not helping out here. Let's try a normal Google search. So that I guess Rust request get well, we could just try from the top. This is a post request. That's not helpful. This is an old issue. This is old from old. I guess we can use the breast backtrace one. Let's try that. And let's try it again. Okay, so here's our unwind. So we have panicking, result core. I'm looking for like the first one that's my code. Test assessment line 8. Oh, interesting. Test assessment line 8. Oh, but then line 5. Huh, nope. Okay, so it got to here? That did not, that was not as helpful as I was hoping it would be. Okay. Let's go into our, okay, first of all, your JSON file, and you're properly formatted, right? Like if I add a comma here, I don't have a formatter on here, so it's not gonna yell at me, I guess. But okay, this is okay. Test assessments. Favorite language. Okay, so we get the favorite languages from string, so we get from the language list. So we get that out. And then I just return this, but let's say I want to tracing debug info it. Let's info it. Oh, it must be a string literal. Fine. Does not implement debug. Will I actually see this come out? No, I need to do the trick to tell it to tell it to the thing. What is that? That's we did it like sometime while in a past. Oh, that's it. No capture. Startup Builder, hello. How are you doing today? That didn't capture anything at all. You're doing good today? Awesome. That's good to hear. I am, okay, so the type programming, it's Rust programming. We're working on some automated testing for a one of the assessments that we have. And it's not playing very nicely with me right now, which is not great. Trying to figure out what's going on with this, and then we'll trying to figure out like why it works with every tool except request when pulling out, when like getting the data out and extracting it, but every like curl and everything else like shows the right headers, and that's interesting, but I don't know why. We can go back and try test again. So if I not completely delete, let's do that. Let's get text. So you're gonna have that. Await. I can't compare a string with an, okay, so I want something like that. So you should yell at me. Yes, this is showing that it's got nothing there. Yeah, you assume it's working before. It was working before, and I don't know what changed. Like we changed some versions of Rust, and we changed versions. I guess we should double check. I am using not nightly what Rust, right? So Rust up show. Yeah, stable. Okay, so stable is what we're working with here. Okay. I suppose I can also remove, let's try removing the target and cargo.lock. Yeah, it's still getting nothing there. And if I switch this out and put you back in, yeah, so it wasn't like something, some like very version of something that needed to be updated. Oh, I suppose we could try updating everything else. So is there like a cargo update? That updated the index. Did that update? Didn't update any of you. Oh, there's a 6.20 now. I wonder, let's see. Can't imagine that would do it, but let's try it. Nope, not cargo update. That's the same thing. We could try deleting request and re-adding it again. Let's do our remove. I'll target that. Cargo add request. Oh, and you need JSON that uses Tokyo native TLS. I wonder if we're gonna have to use a different TLS or something, but that shouldn't be it because we're using HTTP. Also, hello Chantilly, how are you doing today? Oh, we still get that. Okay. Let's try going to the repository and then just checking issues to see if there's anything in here. So the error is that. Three closed. That doesn't work. This was a long time ago. All these were a long time ago. So that's not helpful. Is there any other features that I need to add in? So getting JSON. No, it doesn't look like it. That should be fine. Could it be the version of Serde? So you have Serde and Serde JSON. So here, let's get rid of U2 and try that again. So we'll get Serde derive. Okay, that should work. Maybe. We'll see. Looks like it's, yeah, still, okay, so there's the problem still. Also more interesting, hold on. I've been rebuilding it, but I haven't rerun this. Let's rerun our server and try it again. Yeah, it's still the same problem, and you're still working, right? Yeah, I'm still getting this all properly. It's like everything here looks happy. Okay, what's recent? Also, we're not seeing the headers. We're not seeing the content type. That's weird. Okay, hold on. Let's try getting the headers again. So in here, why are you upset? Yeah. Hold on. This should be telling me that this type is a response. Okay, so you know your type response. You're just not showing me now. Great. Oh, there he goes. Okay. Now I get the headers. There we go. Give me the headers. That gives me a reference to the header map. So I want the content type. So headers, we're going to get, and then we have a key. Okay, so header map. So there's getter headers. Okay, so I see something like get host. Returns a reference to the value associated with the key if there are multiple. Okay, so maybe, oh, we can get the keys. So let header keys. So give me the keys. Can I print that out? I think so. So then we'll do our test with the no capture trick. So keys. Okay, so we have content length and date. Content length and date. It's not getting the, ooh. So why is everything else seen? Okay, so this is request. So I want header content type. This is not helpful. Why is it not seeing those headers? So that would definitely explain it if it didn't think that it was there for some reason, which I don't get why that would be. So we're responding with the JSON responder, which sets the content type header. We see the content type header in curl. So when we did the dump, we see this. We have content type application JSON. Now here we see only two, right? We see content length, which there's that. It sees like a bunch of stuff there. That's fine. And we see the date. Okay, so that seems correct. Content type is missing. Why is that? Is there like another feature that I need? That's the only feature that we should need. So I have that feature enabled. Okay, so we're using get here. That gives us we await, get the response out. And then this is fine. I wonder, do you implement debug? Maybe. Can I debug that? Okay, so we have URL scheme, cannot be a base, username, password, host going to localhost, path, that, query none, fragment, stats 200, and then headers. Oh, and then that's it. That seems so strange because the server's running. The server's running, and then when I run it on port 3000, we get this. That it's fine. So your HTTP localhost port 3000, okay? That's all fine. We get 200 status code. Yeah, let's go back. Instead of tracing info, let's switch this to just a debug. So this is what we're trying to set it to. So I from string, so okay, I use start.json to get the language list out, and then we have it here. So if I save you and we run you again, we get nothing there, but here you don't print out. Did I like fail to save it? So the WAF has a meeting in 15 minutes. He had to quickly eat without saying anything. Oh, that's fine. Don't worry about it. We're still trying to figure out what's going on with this. Okay, so I think tracing info was actually working. Let's see. Let's rerun this again. No, it's not working now. Am I missing the debug or whatever it's called? Let's see, it's what is it? Export, not backtrace, log, let's log debug. Okay. Interesting. It shows up down here as if it grabbed it. Okay. if I do the curl, what is the difference? What is the difference between hitting it with insomnia or curl and with request? This puts out the correct data here with curl, but when I use request, nothing gets printed out. It's hold on. So it's almost as if it's going nowhere at all. So go to slash. So get to slash gives me favorite languages. Let's do the something layer. Oh, we need tracing. When was the least version of request? Good question. When I came in, we had 18, I think. I think so. Let's go back to. So if I undo all this to the beginning, yes, this is what we originally had. So if I resave you, sure, let's force you. You're good. Wait, no, it's still, okay, so this is not showing the content type, and we come up here, yeah, it's not getting it out. Have we run requests on a known working endpoint to rule anything else out? No, we have not. I don't know if I have a, is there an endpoint we can use really quickly? Let's see. What's the, oh, there's an endpoint for, like the Pokemon API, right? Is that still up? I think it is. Okay, so we can go to you. So if I just do a to you. So I have to have like a slash at the end. It doesn't make any sense. Hold on, let me try that out really quickly beforehand. That doesn't, yeah, it didn't do anything. Not terribly surprising, but okay. Okay, so if we go to that, I get the headers, I want the header keys, and then also just show me the entire response. That's fine. And show me the header keys. Sure, why not? Cannot move out of response. Fine, I won't do that. We'll debug the response. Okay, so we're good there. So this is showing content type application JSON. So we got the content type here. Okay, so that's a good sign. And then I want to get the text. Okay. So we've got a model. So we got a body back. That doesn't help. So this has to be something Axum messing up. It's something that Axum is messing up that everything else is okay with. That's the key, because yeah, I think we can agree. Well, I think we can agree that request is working in this one. There's something that I think was interesting. Content type is this. Application JSON with a char set, UTF-8. Whereas what we're sending is this content type application JSON. That's it. It makes me wonder. Okay, so how do I send the headers back again? It's I need to remember how to manually override the headers. So this is supposed to set the headers back, and it kind of is, but not in a way that request is reading the headers, but everything else is. Leonhard Euler, hello, how are you doing today? What's the return code when it messes up? 200. That's the problem. We get a 200 okay. So if we come back to the, if we switch you back, let's comment you out, and we'll do okay. So if we get you out, and then I just try to get the text out of here. So first of all, just to double check, text is nothing. It's empty. And if I want to, we can debug the response out. We can see that it's a 200 status code. And so that seems to be okay. So yeah, it's returning that. The headers though, it's not getting most of the headers. And that feels strange. Content has a length in curl, correct? Yeah, so we can take a look at the curl headers that it got from this same API is this. So we have a content length, which seems fairly small, but if I actually grab it, we still see like all the data. So all the data prints out fine, and we get that. And then this is the data that we get with it. The big difference that I'm noticing, what version of, oh, we're not going to see. So this is HP 1.1. Do I need to use, did they update? Did request update? And now no longer supports 1.1? That would seem a bit strange. Nylon, hello. How are you doing today? 1.1 is still supported. That'd be pretty horrid behavior. Yeah, it would be. It's still very curious and like confusing about like what part of this is not working. Well, it's not that all of the internet like here would break. I was wondering maybe if like request like stop supporting it with an update or something like that. Like maybe we did update Rust up, so we can try rolling back like that. That's the last thing that got updated, right? We updated to the newest version of Rust. So if we do we are on 1.7.3. Rust up. Oh, what's the command to switch? It's not target, right? It's not update. It's not set. What's the command for it? It's is there a possibility of you running another HTTP server, for example, on IPv6? I doubt on IPv6. See what I have on Docker. How is this working? Why are you not giving me an error? You're running a localhost port 3000 and Docker has bound 0.0.3000. Okay, hold on. What is that? That is this database dev. That's the reason I shouldn't use localhost, because it always says domain name resolution. Well, what should I use instead? Especially if it's going to be like other people doing this too. I don't want to have to like teach some kind of like DNS changing for that. Bare APs is probably the best. Like go to 127.0.0.1. Yeah, we could do that. Okay, let's try this again. So curl goes to that. Now you get it. Interesting. Okay, so request is going to one localhost and curl and everybody else is going to a different one. Jim Ryan, hello. How are you doing today? Yeah, 0.0.0.0 is like, it's Let's see, I can't remember the exact explanation for it. Yeah, it's basically something you do in like Docker containers to make sure that it's not going to localhost in the Docker container, but being able to like export out. So that's fun. Oh yeah, it's binding to multiple interfaces. Yeah. Oh, that's a fun one. Okay, cool. So it turns out everything was working. I probably don't need to do any of these things. Let's get revert everything. Get switch. No, don't do a switch. I want to get okay. The fact that it was hitting two different endpoints makes it even 100 times better. Yeah, so I wonder which one was more correct, because usually my gold standard for like what the proper thing hitting APIs is curl. Like that's my usually like the lowest level. Let me check to see like if the server is set up correctly. And if curl is showing that it's going to someplace else or doesn't have it, I'm like, okay, well, it's clearly got to be something else. But when curl and request are doing two different things, where was the name resolution happening? It must have been, so it's at the application layer because it's running in software. So it's above the network stack. So it sends a request to the operating system and asks for, oh, Nylon, you tried to send a link. What was that? Oh, it's for, okay, let's take a look at this. Maybe I'm wrong in that curl is the right thing to do. Curl localhost as localhost. When you use the name localhost in a URL, what does it mean? Okay, blah, blah. Look into this. It's named as resolved, the default resolving phase. Okay, yeah, so use the get address info function about the name. Curl now treats the host name localhost specially and will use an internal hard-coded set of addresses for it. The ones we typically use for the loopback device. It cannot be modified by Etsy hosts. I should double check that I haven't done anything weird with my computer with Etsy hosts. So let's see, there's nothing special in here, right? There is something special in here. What is... That one is normal. Docker desktop added in another alias for 127.0.0.1. Request by default goes by using that get address info. Okay. And then that would, well, so what does Insomnia do then? Because I would have expected that this should have gone to the other one too. Like, why did this work? That's so confusing. because this should have gone to the Docker 3000. Yeah, I don't know about that. But okay, so I haven't done anything really super weird. They added this in, but that should be okay. Maybe check what port each is binding to with netstat. I could relaunch. Well, wait, that shouldn't matter, right? At that point, is it just a race condition on who answers first? And you won the first coin flip every time? No, and yes. But I think you're onto something there. So applications will often cache DNS results. So, because there can be caches at multiple layers. So if it asks for the DNS lookup, and that first time it won the race and showed localhost as in my axum sort of port and going to that, then that would cause insomnia to work. And insomnia would, every time I run it again, would not actually try to do the DNS lookup again, because it would say, I've already done the DNS lookup for this. I know what it is. I don't need to try again. I know. Let me just use that one I've previously looked up. And so it's not like it's always going to win the coin flip, because it's not flipping the coin. It's just looking at the coin as the heads and say, well, I won it last time, so I'm going to win it again automatically. And it never actually flips the coin. So I don't have any proof of that, but it makes sense. I can logic my way through it. So, okay. Okay, so all right. I think you're right. I think I should use 127. Or that. I bet Insomnia is a Chromium browser, and they've added the same exact thing. Oh, okay. So no, it never did. It did not win a lookup on the race condition because it did the same thing that curl did. So Insomnia is exactly the same as curl at that point of time. It sounds like to this, Safari, of all things, is the appropriate one. So here, let's turn this back on again. And let's turn this back on again. Jim Ryan, thank you so much for the subscription. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so okay, you're running on 127.0.0.1. You're running on 3000.0.0.0.0, which means you're going to run and you're going to work fine. Curl's going to work fine because it's not really doing this. Now, if I change this to 127.0.0.1, you're going to work fine. And if I go to 0.0.0.0, why is that working? Yeah, and so yeah, that's what I'm trying to see is like, but why when I don't do a lookup at all is it working in both cases? Okay. So then theoretically, if we open up Safari, this one doesn't work. Okay, this is very similar to what we see. Yeah, it makes sense. So Nylon, that link you mentioned, it basically says that Firefox and Chrome are going to do the exact same magic that curl is doing. They added it into their system. So, but Safari does not. So, okay. If I do this, now let's go to 127. Okay. Then that gets what we want. And if I do zeros, so if I go to HTTP 0000 port 3000, it works. If I go to HTTP 127.0.0.1, it works. If I go to localhost, it does not on Safari, but it does on everything else. So Safari, so if I had done that, so request, we switch you to you still work. Okay. And replace you with zeros. You also still work. And then we replace you with the local host again. Broken. Okay. So I'm curious if I do a host to localhost. Message parser reports malformed message packet. And if I turn off Docker, I don't know if they'll wait for a bit of time until that's done. I think I do. Well, that's still malformed message packet, which that's not great. Let's try host. I mean, that should be fine, but like, I guess now if I run cargo test again, you're working again. So that didn't seem like an easy way to look that up, to like verify that with host either. the NS lookup probably would have shown one thing on 0000 and one thing on localhost. I don't know. It's so, that's a weird one, but good to know. I should change this Docker container so that I can run it and basically not have it bind 3000, because that's just too, I'm using 3000 because it's really, it's easy and like everybody else uses it, but maybe I should switch it out. I could switch, I could do random too. That could work. I don't know, I'm gonna have to think about that, but it's after 5. This is 40 minutes after I was supposed to stop the stream, but this is pretty good. I'm glad that we figured this out. Yeah, Docker seems to be doing some magic with IP tables. I recall using port publishing bypasses firewall on Linux. Yeah, I'm not super happy about that. It's like, but every Docker replacement tool has not like come up to Docker's abilities yet. So like I've been patiently waiting for something like Podman or something else to like be good enough to replace, but like Docker is just still just too good. So it's a thing. It's a thing. All right, I'm going to go ahead. Let's see. No, not there. We want this one. You're good to go. Okay, so everything is fine here. So this was what? Axum assessment JSON. Oh, I was looking at what you need to do. Okay, so this is gonna be read in file. So I guess let's write this really quickly, and then we'll go ahead and end the stream then. Okay, so grading rubric. To pass this assessment, you will need to do the following. The server. Okay, so you need to extract. So create a router. Create a let's actually double check what this is. So okay, so main doesn't have anything. Live doesn't have anything. Ooh, okay, so router doesn't have anything, and we're just going straight to favorite languages. Okay, so you're there also, so that's fine. So inside of here, okay, so we need to pull in favorite languages. It does, and it's the worst thing ever. Yeah, that makes so much sense in a terrible, terrible way. Okay, so we don't need to create the router or something. So you only need to update the favorite languages a route handler for this assessment. Okay, so to pass, we want to load the favorite languages.json file, convert the file, convert the favorite languages content to JSON. Oh, to a REST object. So create a REST struct to model the favorite languages. convert the favorite languages content to a REST object, and then respond with the so let's see, respond with the favorite languages using the JSON responder. Okay, with the server running, you can run cargo test, all that stuff. Okay, so then this is all good there. Okay, so then we grab you. So we are going to create an article. This is going to be axum JSON response. Okay, we're going to call this axum favorite languages assessment. Error creating article. Missing field data. Interesting. Oh, because I got logged out. Because I set it to an hour or something like that. Okay, so what did I call this again? Yeah, there it is. Put you in there. Create the article. Favorite languages assessment. Let's put this right after handling JSON in axum. So then you have to do that there. So, and then here's our assessment. Okay, cool. So we have that up. Where is... Here, there you go. So that's this one right here. Okay. So now I have a data responder. Okay, and then next time we'll do the mirror API and then custom responses. So 2 more assessments for us to write the articles for and put them up here. So already we have a ton of things in here. And then finally, the last thing is I need to mark all, like remove everything here. I think I've got it all set up with too many. I think this turns them all into preview mode, so everybody can just go and read them. I need to turn that off. So let me do that really quickly. Let's see. Get course with articles. Get course articles, article content, mark not preview. Okay, so this is where course ID is 3. So everything okay, so I'm actually okay with 5, 6. We got like 5, 6, 8, 7, 13. That's 9. So like 8, I think. Hold on. So let's do course ID. Is that and article ID is greater than, no, less than or equal to 10, I think. And then mark you as preview false. So if I do that, We'll log out as me. That wasn't exactly what I wanted. It did like half of them. Okay, so I did where course ID is 3 and article ID is less than 10. How about less than 8? Less than or equal to 6? What are you? You're 15. You're 12. Why are you still showing? Okay, hold on. Okay, what if I just do no and? So it's 1, 2 open, 1, 2 closed. Okay, so set preview to be false, where course ID equals 3. Okay, there. None of them are. You can now see. We'll just go with that for right now. That'll be fine. Because every time I have a bug in the code where every time I reorder things and then add an article, it just marks them all as preview, because that was totally what I wanted to do. And it's fairly easy and trivial for me to update that. But I have a lot of other things I want to work on. I would rather just like work on getting this going to begin with. So right now you could just see the titles them, and then I'll go in and mark them as a preview later once we get closer to actually sale time. So I'm not going to worry about it right now, and we'll just leave them all as this. Everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. We went a little bit over time, but I think that's okay. We got a lot done. We added a lot of articles in here. We got some videos. We didn't record any videos, but we got some of them uploaded. I think we might have still some more to sort of like use from that upload we did today. We're just sort of getting things going and figuring them out. So with that, thank you everybody for again for hanging out. And I will be back tomorrow morning at around 7 a.m. Mountain Time. Remember that we in the United States just changed our times. So we're either going to be an hour earlier or later, depending upon, I think it's an hour earlier than you might be used to. Or it's the normal time, depending upon if you also changed your time recently. So anyways, have a great rest of your Monday and see you next time. Bye.